The baby boomer retirement time bomb. Why the stock market could crash 70% and what the Trump account is trying to stop. Flint West reporting. They spent 40 years buying the market, relentless, systematic, automatic. Every paycheck, 401k, every bonus, mutual funds, every dip, buy the S&P. And it worked because the S&P 500 didn't just rise, it compounded. Roughly 10% annualized returns over decades. A machine built on time, growth, and one simple truth: more buyers than sellers. But here's the part no one wants to say out loud. The largest generation in American history, the baby boomers, nearly 70 million strong, are no longer buying. They're retiring. And retirement flips the script. You don't accumulate anymore. You liquidate. You don't feed the system. You draw from it. Estimates suggest boomers control over 50% of U.S. household wealth, much of it tied to equities. That's not a statistic. That's a structural force. And now that force is reversing direction. Slowly, then all at once. Every withdrawal to fund retirement, every portfolio rebalancing into bonds or cash, every distribution taken for income, that's not noise. That's net outflow. This content is brought to you by Bobby Gigs. Promote your brand here and reach a wide audience across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow the links in the description to get started. Now here's the tension. Who replaces them? Gen X is smaller. Millennials are large but entered late, burdened by debt, housing costs, and delayed asset accumulation. Gen Z? Just getting started. So you have a system where the largest cohort is exiting and the incoming cohorts, while present, don't match the same capital weight. All else being equal? That's downward pressure. Not because the system is broken, but because the flow has changed direction. And markets don't move on belief alone. They move on flows. So when you hear about new policies, like government-seeded investment accounts for newborns, understand the subtext. It's not generosity. It's preemptive infrastructure. A long-term attempt to rebuild the demand base before the supply wave fully hits. Because if 70 million people spent decades buying the market and now they spend decades selling it, you don't have a cycle. You have a transition. And transitions are where things break or get rebuilt. Flint West signing off.